Tri-Nations, Currie Cup, Grand Prix, World Athletics and football are some of the sporting activities that happened over the past weekend. And the man that I went running with on Saturday morning, David Brooke from Sport 24, joins us in studio to give us all the results, the upsets and the victories of this weekend's sport. Good morning, nice to see you.
You too.
Recovered after
well.
our run?
For sure, I was recovered half an hour afterwards. I was ready to go for the weekend.
We're not going to tell anyone we only did like a little 10K.
Yeah, exactly. Always have a good coffee afterwards. It's great.
Now, starting with the Tri-Nations that wrapped up this weekend,
yes.
Everyone thought that New Zealand would have it in the bag.
Yeah.
And
Australia triumphed. You know, they were beating New Zealand by a lot at half-time, and then New Zealand fought back, but then Australia in the last few minutes scored a try, and they took the Tri-Nations, their first Tri-Nations title in 10 years, which is great for them going into the World Cup. New Zealand now, not from their last two games, now the pressure's on. Are they going to choke at home? There's huge amounts of pressure. You know, in 1995, when we hosted the Rugby World Cup, there wasn't any pressure on us. We had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And we went and performed like that and won the World Cup. But New Zealand on their home turf, there is some major pressure from their fans.
Because the last time that it was played on their home turf, in 1987, they won.
They won. So now, and they
turf.
haven't won since.
Yes.
So now's the time that they need to deliver. You know, the last two World Cups, they've been the form side going into the World Cup, and then they've choked during the World Cup. So now the pressure's on from their own fans. It's nice to be to go to the World Cup a bit under the radar, sneak in there. If all goes according to plan, we play the All Blacks in the semi-finals, which is going to be a true test of the All Black character.
Well, we're going to have to wait to see that. Our Springboks leave on Thursday,
yes, so that's the big send-off in Sandton, and I think it's been broadcast at Cape Town International as well. So, you know, it's time now to put on your Bok jersey, your supporters' jerseys, your beanies, your scarves, get behind the team.
Or
and
anything
show them
green that you have.
Anything green, yeah. And put your name on there and really get behind the Boks.
And then Currie Cup this weekend. Some surprises there.
Yeah, well, the Lions are still looking good. You know, the Lions are really
underdogs.
The underdogs. It's nice to see the guys. You know, South African rugby needs the Lions to be strong in the unions. They had a great win over the defending champs, the Sharks. Province and the Blue Bulls won again, and Griquas had a huge shock against Cheetahs. Cheetahs were winning up until the final 10 minutes. Griquas scored 2 tries in the last 10 minutes and won the game. Lions still top of the log.
Surprising me this season.
They could make the semi-finals, and it would be good for rugby for them to make, but that means one of the big guns lose out. So it's interesting times. The Currie Cup will lose a bit of interest now with the World Cup happening, but you know the diehard fans will still be there supporting their sides, which is great.
Rugby is rugby. We'll balance between
especially if the Boks don't do well. Currie Cup will be the main competition.
The Boks are going to do well, so we don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Then big sporting news at the World Athletics this weekend.
Sure. You know, Oscar Pistorius has become a world star. You know, I mean, he has wowed the South Korean public in Daegu, and he's a proper superstar now. You know, people come just to watch him, and he qualified through his heats. He's got a semi-final this morning, so hopefully he can make the final. I don't expect him to medal, but if he makes the final, it's just an unbelievable achievement. And then the big news, though, was about Usain Bolt. The big news,
which, we didn't want to talk about a bit earlier because we said you want to tell us about that.
I was gutted. You know, this guy, he's a showman of note. He's posing before the camera. You know, we should actually do that before we go on. Do this and that, you know. And these days, a false start means you're disqualified straight away. And he was so keen to put in such a good performance, and he wanted to really break the world record, that he did a false start and he was gone. In the old days, they had 2 chances. You know, if you false started, you were given a warning. Then your second time, you were disqualified. But his training partner, Johan Blake, he's a young 19-year-old, also a bit of a poser, and he just streamed to the title. And you know, he's the young pretender to the throne. He's also Jamaican, so they're just churning them out there.
I think it's something in the water there.
Could be, yeah.
And then other sporting events this weekend?
Yeah, there was a lot of soccer.
Congrats on your team, Man U.
Wow, putting 8 past Arsenal.
What was the joke going around this weekend?
I hate to be an Arsenal fan. Yeah,
I'd hate to be an Arsenal fan.
Exactly. You know, and Man City go on. Let's talk Saturday first, because Spurs, sorry, not Spurs, Liverpool and Chelsea both had good victories. Then on Sunday, Man City goes and put 5 past your side, the Spurs, who are looking a bit dodgy this season.
They are, yes, we know.
But Man United go 1 better, or 3 better, and go and put 8 past Arsenal, which is, you know, there's big problems at Arsenal. They are hemorrhaging at the moment, and there's some... Arsene Wenger's under some serious pressure. Locally, the top 8 semi-finals, there's another Soweto derby in the final happening. So they play for like the 5th time this season, and we're only like a month into the season. So interesting times, lots of goals to celebrate. But this week's all about sending the Boks on their way with good messages, great support, and getting behind the boys.
Well, David, it's always great chatting to you. Thank you for giving us
You
a
too.
sporting update. We'll be catching up with one of the guys from Sport 24 on Friday, just after 6:15, to find out what is happening. And remember, Thursday is the day that the Springboks are heading to New Zealand. So wear your green jersey and write your messages of support to them. You're welcome to do it on our Facebook wall as well, Expresso Morning Show SABC3. So what does it take to be part of the USN Body and Lifestyle Challenge to transform your body in 12 weeks? Well, we find out next.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.